I started in the industry, I think I was 14 years old. I've been driving diggers off and on, just on farms, and we went to the Wanstead pub, met my father there, and a guy we were drinking with knew the owner of the company, so he asked if I wanted to put in a good word for me. So I said yep, and 2 days later we went up, had an interview in the forestry. On the following Monday I started working for him and stayed there for 16 years.
We started 2.5 years ago, very anxious, going out on our own for the first time, but Steve, having won the National Excavator Operator competition twice, certainly helped get things rolling, and we had some amazing people backing us to get us out there on our own and get us going, and it's been incredible. The growth over 2.5 years has been huge, and the support has been incredible. So we work together as a partnership. Having been together for 15 years has helped build some really solid foundations, particularly working with 6 children of our own. Really taught us how to learn to work together. So the business is based on some really good stable foundations, which has, I think, been part of the success for it. I do love my part in the business. It is very versatile, so being part of the guys where I can be out with them on site as well as in the office and stuff, but it's also versatile for me because I volunteer for St John's, so in one day I will be hopefully on the ambulance as well. So for both of us it's been great to have that foundation start.
Being mixed up with the New Zealand Excavator competition, I think I've done about 15 years doing that, and then I've been down in the New Zealand one about 5 or 6 times, so now I've moved on to judging and trying to put something back into it since it's helped me get my name out there. We financed our first digger and truck through UDC, and I think we've got like 15 machines out there now. I'm working away, most of it's fairly new, all the diggers are new, and then, dozers and that, and then we've got all the utes that go with the machinery. So I think starting off with one job and then just growing into having 10 or 15 jobs going at once, I think it's probably been our biggest achievement.
So we have 13 guys that work for us, and we have 5 subbies that are permanently contracted to us as well. But the biggest achievement from having all those guys is the quality of work. They're just above and beyond, and they make such a great job, and the feedback that we get is huge. It's awesome.
Yeah, the types of jobs we do is civil was our first one when we started the company 2.5 years ago. We started building subdivisions on hills, individual sites and the roads going to them, and then we got a big job on the flats down in Te Awa, so that really helped us grow. We always did a lot of individual house sites, and we do different types of farm work with the smaller machines, and also forestries. In the last probably year we've moved into a lot of forest roading and skid site building, rehab, all that type of stuff that goes with the forestry. We're pretty well known for our quality of work, and I think a lot of it comes down to the quality of the machines and attachments that we're running, as well as the operators. All our diggers are all bought brand new, and we put attached to gear on all of them. It's quality stuff, so we wanted to stick it on the quality machines that we're running. So we run tilt buckets on some of them for some applications, and then one of the later machines that we've bought, we've put a wide bucket and attached to tilting hitch on it, just because we're changing over quite a few times a day to different attachments like rippers, rock buckets and wide buckets. So we went for the tilting hitch on that one, and it's worked out to be really good. The Mark III wide buckets that we run on our machines now, we love them with the shape, and I find the strength of them along the top beam is awesome, but having just the shape of them, the way the dirt sits on the outside cutting edge, it just makes it easy to unload quicker. There's no waiting for it to tip out, it's just straight around, unload and gone again. And we don't get anything clogged up when we're running the wet clay through it. We never have to clean them out, they're just self-cleaning, so real good. Two of the other attachments that we're running from Attach 2 are the ripper shanks. We're running those on the diggers now, and especially for forest operations with ripping the stumps. We also use them in town for ripping the hard pan over in Havelock North. The other attachment is the Attach 2 grab buckets. I first used one of those in an excavator comp, and I think I bought one the next week after using it. Forestry we use a lot for picking up stumps and shifting slash around, so it just contains it all. We load slash on the trucks, so having it so that you can pick it up and move your bucket around, it doesn't fall out, it's linked together. So we use it a lot, do a lot of tree work with the grab buckets, love them. We find with the shape of the buckets that we're running on the tilt bucket and the wide buckets, they're just easier to fill and easier to unload. If we are loading 100 trucks a day, we can unload them quicker and get the trucks on the way. We're making money by shifting dirt quicker.